Good morning, student. Myself, S.P. Kelkar, math teacher from Dan Prakash Vidya Mandir, Aurangabad. Today, we are going to study the theorem, the chords corresponding to congruent arcs of a circle are congruent. Now, in this theorem, the chords corresponding to congruent arcs means if the arcs are congruent, then the corresponding chords are also congruent. The given is a circle with center O, arcs APB, this arc APB, congruent arc CQD. To prove that chord AB, this chord AB, congruent chord CD. Construction: draw segment OA, segment OB, segment OC and segment OD. In proof, measure of arc APB equal to measure of angle AOB. This angle AOB is the central angle and this arc APB is the corresponding arc. So measure of arc CQD equal to measure of angle COD. These two statements are 1 and 2 are written by definition of a measure of a minor arc. Now, arc APB congruent arc CQD. Arc APB congruent arc CQD. This arc are congruent already given. Then we write down here measure of arc APB equal to measure of arc CQD. If the arc are congruent, then the measure of arc is also same. Then angle AOB congruent angle COD. From equation 1 and 2 we get equation number 3. Then in triangle AOB and triangle COD, this triangle AOB and this triangle COD, see which elements are congruent. See segment OA congruent segment OC, that is the radii of the same circle. Then angle AOB congruent angle COD from this equation number 3. Then segment OB congruent segment OB and OD, that is also radii of the same circle. Then triangle AOB congruent triangle COD, this triangle and this triangle are congruent. By SAS test of the congruency, then we can say that segment AB congruent segment CD, that is the corresponding sides of congruent triangle. Then we write down chord AB congruent chord CD. In this way we prove that the chords are the congruent. Then we see the second theorem, the corresponding arcs of the congruent chords of a circle are congruent. Now in this theorem he says that if the chords are congruent, then the corresponding arcs are also congruent. Given a circle with center O, chord AB congruent chord CD, that is the given. Then to prove arcs AMB, this arc AMB congruent arc C and D. Now construction: draw segment OA, segment OB, segment OC, segment OD. Now in proof, see in triangle AOB and COD, this triangle AOB and this triangle COD, which elements are congruent? See segment AO congruent segment OC. Then segment OB congruent segment OD, this OB and OD, AO and OC are congruent, that is the radii of the same circle. Then segment AB congruent segment CD, that is the given chord are congruent, AB are given. Then we write down triangle AOB and triangle COD, triangle AOB congruent triangle COD by SSS test of congruency. Then we can say that angle AOB congruent angle COD, because these angles are the elements of the congruent triangle. So we can write down these angles are congruent, corresponding angles of congruent triangle. Then we can write down measure of arc AMB equal to measure of angle AOB. and measure of arc CND equal to measure of angle COD. These two angles are corresponding with these two arcs. So by the definition of measure of minor arc, we can write down these two statement 2 and 3. Then we can write down measure of arc AMB equal to measure of arc CND. In previous equation 1, we prove that these two angles are congruent. Then in this two equation, we prove that these two angles equal to this measure of these two arcs. Then we can write down from 1 to 3, these two arcs are having equal measure. If the arcs are having equal measure, then we write down arc AMB congruent arc CND. In this way, we prove that the two arcs are congruent. Now we see the one of the example. In figure, point GDEF are lie on the circle. See the point GDEF. These points lie on the circle with center C. Angle ECF, this angle, central angle is a 70 degree. Measure of arc DGF equal to 200 is already given. Find the measure of arc DE. Find the measure of arc DE and measure of arc DEF. Now solution, measure of arc EF equal to measure of angle ECF. That is the measure of minor arc equal to the measure of a central angle. That is the definition of the measure of a minor arc. Then angle ECF equal to 70 degree is given. Then we can write down measure of arc EF equal to 70 degree. Then sum of these three arc equal to 360. See, measure of arc DGF plus measure of arc EF plus measure of arc DE. This means arc addition property we take here equal to 360 means a total measure of the circle. Then write down values. Arc DGF equal to 200 and measure of arc EF equal to 70 degree plus measure of arc DE equal to 360. Then sum of these two goes to the right side, that is the 360 minus 270. Measure of arc D equal to, we can write down measure of DE equal to 90 degree. Then we write down here measure of arc DE plus measure of arc EF, means this DE plus EF. We write down here this complete arc, measure of arc DEF, arc addition postulate or property. Then write down the measure of arc D equal to 90 and EF equal to 70. Measure of arc DEF equal to 90 plus 70, we get 160 degree. In this way we find out the measure of arc DE equal to 90, measure of arc DEF equal to 160. Then see the inscribed angle. Now in this figure, see the angle ABC, and this angle ABC, its vertex B lie on the circle. In the figure, O is the center of the circle, point B lie on the circle. The arms of angle ABC intersect the circle at point A and C. Such an angle is called an inscribed angle. Now this arc AYC, this arc inscribe this angle ABC. Arc AYC inscribe the angle ABC. Now the vertex of this angle lie on this arc and end point of this arc lie on the side of the angle, each side of the angle. This angle is called inscribed angle. Then we can write down intercepted arc. Now intercepted means those arcs lie inside the angle. See in this figure, this angle PQR intercept arc PR means this arc PR lie inside this angle PQR. In this figure, angle PQR, but its vertex is not lie on the circle, that is inside the circle, but this arc PR is lie inside the angle. So we can say this arc is intercepted by this angle PQR. Now in this figure QR, this arc is also intercepted because Q is the point of this side also and point of this side also. So the end point of arc lie on this side and also R lie on this QR side. So the QR arc is intercepted arc by the angle PQR. In this figure PQR, the vertex of the angle lie outside, but this angle intercept the arc. Here this angle intercept two arc, that is the arc PR and this arc also. We can name it XY, arc XY. Then this figure PQR, this angle intercept this arc PR also, this arc also intercept. So this angle is intercept also two arc. Here also intercept two arc. Other three figures are intercept one arc. Now in this intercepted arc, the vertex of the angle lie inside the circle, on the circle, or outside the circle. That is no problem for the vertex of the angle, but the arc must be lie inside the angle. Then we say that the arc is intercepted by the angle. Good day, goodbye, okay.